Ho, 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 and Merry Christmas. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Can you go wrong with a movie like this? Well, some will say yes, but me personally, not really. I love getting to go to Walmart sometimes to find these movies because you'll find this, and sometimes you'll find this package. Sure, it's a little bit more in the money department, but it's worth it. Chuck Griswold, played by Chevy Chase, in a freaking Santa keychain. That's so cute. It is so crude. And it even says National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. You know, I like these movies. And this is technically the third National Lampoon's movie, the Vacation series. But unlike the rest of the movie series, and I've seen all of them, this is the only one that is not a road trip film. And I do want to point that out. This is not a road trip film. It has some driving in it, but all the others were road trips. And I do like that. I love the fact that we have this zany Christmas stuff, and it's just so cool. I love the fact that the opening of the film, this is something you really see in the 80s, was all done in animation with this really cool Christmas song they had commissioned for the film. Presents under the tree, and there's Santa trying to climb to get to the chimney, and he sticks his finger in a freaking broken light, and he gets electrocuted. He's like, ah, la, 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 la. I mean, it's just so hilarious. And then he gets in, he finally gets the presents down, and you just hear the music. Christmas Vacation. It's actually a catchy tune, and I kind of enjoy it a lot. The fact that it opens up with that whole sequence is so funny and cute, and it gives you an idea of what to expect. The movie just keeps going after that, and because they're at home the entire time, the hijinks are actually a lot of fun. There's also a lot of references to some of the older movies. For example, at one point we see them with eggnog, and they're drinking it out of Wally World cups, the Moose Wally World thing from the series. They're drinking it out of those cups. So remember, that's a callback to the first movie. There's a few other things around. I love how they do this stuff. This movie is really great in the way it's designed, and it does things. It just works so well. And I love all the characters. I love the whole point. And it just keeps building up. They do a lot of funny gags, a lot of funny things. I mean, I like how at one point Chuck comes out with a chainsaw and he's got a hockey mask on and shit. And the neighbors are like, what the hell? And he's like, oh, hi guys, it's me, Chuck Griswold. I mean, he's cutting this tree in two. I mean, they just didn't go out and find. They found like the freaking biggest tree you could find. And later on, it has a freaking squirrel in it too. I mean it too. It's like a squirrel. It's like Attack of the Night of the Living Squirrel. Yeah, I love it. The movie just has so many beats that it hits, and it does it so slowly. I love the cousin character who comes in. You know, I forget exactly who the actor who plays him. His name is. God, maybe you can find it on the box. You know them as the. You know, there's characters, and oh man. And I love that Chevy Chase actually gets top billing even before the movie credit and the roles. Actually, it's complete. Oh yeah, Randy Quaid plays that cousin character. So it's it's a funny film. And I love the fact that he's got his trailer and he's dumping shit down the thing he's visiting. It's hilarious, and I love how they do this stuff. The film just keeps building, and it's got so many actors visiting and stuff. And I love the fact that they even have that fear, like, oh no, the relatives are here. No! I mean it too, literally. The relatives arrive. That's about how most people feel on Christmas. In my case, I didn't have that many relatives, so it wasn't that bad for us. But in this guy's family, it's pretty huge, so yeah, it's pretty bad. I love the fact that they show that this guy and his wife can't even cook a turkey right. It looks so delicious and moist, and you're like, I want to eat that. And then it's like, holy shit, what the hell did you buy? Fucking Cuisinart? I mean, that's my opinion personally. That's not in the movie. But it gives you an idea on just how much fun they had when making this film. There's of course the famous scene where his house is covered in so many normal white lights, so many, and he can't get it to work properly. And his wife goes down and flips the switch, and it turns on for a bit. And then she goes back down, and she kills it, and he's like, he's going nuts, and he's actually punching. I mean, he literally punched Santa Claus. And what I found out later on, thanks to Minty, was that he'd actually broken, I think, a finger or something, and instead of, screaming out in pain like most of us would do, he just worked with it and just kept going in the scene. And that's one of the things we have to remember about certain actors. They can get so invested in a role that they can use an injury, or they'll ignore it for a time until afterwards, unless it's something serious that you don't have a choice with. Bill Murray with the movie Scrooge, which I'm not reviewing this year, unfortunately, but that's because it's part of a Christmas Carol type of theme, and there are too many movies to list, so yeah, there's that. But he literally broke, and he just stayed in character, and then the lights come back on. I love the old lady, one of the older family members who comes, she's like, "Is your house on fire?" Because it's that bright, and I love the neighbors who are like freaking out, and they can't even go to sleep because of these bright ass lights. I mean, my God, it's so cool. And the house, and I think a few people have actually done their houses like that in real life. Like, wow. All because of a movie and stuff too. I love the whole look, the feel of the movie, the acting. I love the fact that there's certain things going on. I didn't even notice it, mostly because I was a kid or something, is that when the cops come in and one of the cops is like, "Freeze!" And he's like, "Can I blink?" And there's his wife, and she's actually like down at him. And it turns out, I didn't even notice it until somebody pointed it out, is that she's actually got her hand protecting his crotch. Okay? Remember, this family is not some little thing. They actually, and to be fair, she was still a pretty good looking woman too. And she's got her hand protecting his crotch, and I love how she like shakes somebody's hand and goes right back to protecting his crotch. All cops still have every freaking gun pointed on them and stuff. I mean, it's hilarious as hell. I mean, so they have a pretty good sex life. Remember, they do have 2 kids, so yeah, they've got to have some good sex life in order for that to happen in the first place. But wow, the movie just keeps getting better. I love all the tricks. I love all the little things. I like the fact that you have that little white cat in the movie. I do hate what happens to it, but you'll have to wait to see exactly what happens. And then of course there's the whole, your dog's drinking out of the tree water. That's going to dry the tree out. That plays a part later on in the movie. There was so much done in this movie that it's almost impossible to do. You have to see it in order to like just point out like, okay, well, I mean, you're like checking out a box. I love the part where he's trying to hide presents up in the attic, and the family goes out, and he gets stuck in the attic, and then he actually goes through part of the roof into one of the bedrooms, and I think it's on a bunk bed, but he's stuck. He's literally stuck, and he has to, because the attic is not very insulated, okay, it's actually kind of cold up there, he has to literally bundle up, and then he manages to get a projection machine running, and he looks like an old lady. I mean, he's even got like one of those really old turban things with a little like thing laying down, I think. I don't remember that scene too well right now, but I do remember the point. I love the fact that he's just sitting there, he's got a smile, and he's just watching, and then, and I think it's right as the family comes home. So, yeah, I'd love to see him explain that to his kids, like, "Dad, why is there a freaking hole over my bed?" Yeah, just wondering about that. I would have loved to have seen that scene. And that's the thing. The movie uses this basic comedy humor, actions and so forth. They don't try to set up these, what I would call really dumb humor jokes. Everything is really well done. It's actually what makes this film so much fun. And that's actually hard to do sometimes. But the movie does it so well and does it very well, in fact. Um, I think that's why I like it so much. Unlike some of the other movies I pointed out, this is one where I do try to at least watch it once a year. Christmas Story, every once in a while, but this one definitely once a year. Um, I was just happy to get my paws on it. I was surprised with how much was actually done here. While it doesn't have the largest number of features, there is a commentary and a theatrical trailer, but it's really the fact that the film has been remastered for high definition. It has a re-enhanced soundtrack, which is understandable. I was expecting a 5.1, but for some reason, some of these older movies, they just don't have those anymore. Go figure. But it's still a good movie, and I really do recommend it to you. I'm going to give the film, this one, Rare, a 9 out of 10 because it was just so much fun, and it is actually a Christmas classic, and I do highly recommend you watch it. Have fun.